Dear friends, welcome to Time with Thebsian on Medical Devices. Time with Thebsian on Medical Devices, this is going to be the last video. We are in the final episode, 50th episode on medical devices. My aim was to let the citizens of India know that medical devices are important as drugs are. Drugs and medical devices are under the scrutiny, control and supply of Drug Controller of India. Drug Controller of India has formed different offices to control the production, import, sale, price fixing of medical devices. The last video, I would like to believe that all you have seen all the 50 videos on medical devices. I have tried to make it as simple as possible as far as I am concerned. It may be tough for some people, but people who are interested can understand it and will be able to go to the internet or corresponding headings on FDA or other food and drug organizations of other European Union or Japan or Thailand or even Sri Lanka. So, bear with me. In this episode, I am presenting to you Kerala Medical Devices Registry, as the Kerala state government has given authority to collect information. As you know, the information is on manufacturers of medical devices sold and used in the state of Kerala, on the importers of medical devices sold and used in the state of Kerala, on medical devices that are used in the state of Kerala, on details of manufacturing medical devices, storing of medical devices in Kerala, on the complaints regarding malpractice happening within the state of Kerala, on recalls and compensation claims happening in the states of Kerala. The registry is a database that contains important information about a system with procedures, records, documents, etc. What is a registry? A registry is a database. This database will contain important information about the procedures followed in the state of Kerala. The registry has to make and store records. The registry should have documents to supply on request. All this information continually updated as required. The very important thing is that the registry is neither a bill nor a regulation, because the Kerala Medical Devices Registry will not have power to issue registration certificates for manufacturing of medical devices or import of medical devices. It cannot give a license for agents of medical devices to stock, transport or sell, and it cannot do anything with the prices of medical devices. Price fixing is carried out by the Central Regulatory Authority. It cannot verify godown, warehouse facilities or transport facilities. So, all you know that the Medical Device Registry is only a comprehensive and quality documentation center under a government directive, because it cannot replace or indulge or interact with the rules and regulations of manufacture, quality control, import, sale or price fixation of medical devices. All regulatory power will rest with the Drug Controller of India and drug controllers of the state. The government of Kerala has got some experience because they have approved to set up a unified registry for various services in the state in a platform. What kind of platform? In a centralized platform to identify and select beneficiaries on various social security schemes that is under the Revenue Department. In their computer, they can get complete details from application to finalization on 400 various schemes, 400 social security schemes. So, the registry is created with a unified database of beneficiaries of various schemes, taking each family as a single unit. So, following this route, Kerala state government can form or set up a Kerala State Medical Devices Registry, and this registry, all the manufacturers, importers, people who store and sell, transport medical devices, the hospitals who are using the medical devices can register themselves by giving respective forms of the Medical Device Registry. That means then the manufacture, import, sales, storing, transporting and selling of medical devices will become transparent and very effective documentation center. See, this will prevent spurious sales of medical devices or sales of duplicate medical devices or repacking of medical devices that comes from various hospitals without use. And all devices used in the Kerala state will be traceable within 1 hour time. Any complaints, malpractice or recalls will be traceable in 24 hours by the Kerala Medical Device Registry. Once the government passes a legislation and publishes the setting up of Medical Device Registry, the registry will have a computer facility capable of receiving and recording data supplied through the various forms published by the Medical Device Registry. So, the Kerala Medical Device Registry will have data on manufacturers, importers, warehouse owners, transporters and sales agents of medical devices in the state. Because of using Kerala Medical Device Registry data, Kerala state government or the drug controller of India or drug controller of the state will have complete data on medical devices manufactured, stored, transported and sold in Kerala anytime, and the data can be available within an hour. Once this setup is coming up, it will be a big boon to the citizens of Kerala, and citizens by now are well aware of what medical device is. They should have consent forms. They should have prescriptions of medical devices to buy medical devices. They want hospital bills with complete details on the medical devices used on them. That is, from the bills they would like to trace the manufacturer, the importer, first sales agent, when the equipment was bought by the hospital, where it was used before, the expiry date. Because once a citizen complains or registers his request through Form F, he will be able to get all the data on the medical device he purchased by providing the bills and his ID card and details of his hospital admission. We have reports on media occurring of shivering of patients when IV fluids are given, implantation of aortic valve in patient, and complained that the implant used was an old prosthesis, implantation of stent in a patient without proper documentation and nomenclature, and the availability of orthopedic implants which are repacked and for sale in medical shops. This last incident was reported by the Drug Controller of Kerala. So, Kerala Medical Devices Registry will prevent repacking of medical device bestsellers, sale of contaminated saline and duplicate drip sets, unauthorized sale of medical devices. Reuse of medical devices will be prevented to a large extent because now we do not know the IV set used for us is fresh, virgin or first use. More number of devices used in patients without knowledge of consent of the patient will be coming out. Sale of devices that have passed the expiry date will be also checked. I am giving some of the examples of news media reports for your observation. See, we are not sure if somebody is getting an accident, getting an implant for replacement of orthopedic bones or fixing up a orthopedic implant or fixing up a hole in the heart valves or patching a aortic patch. So we are not very sure. The doctors find out through various diagnostic techniques and advise that you should have a valve replacement and you simply undergo. You are not given advice on what type of valves are available, which has got the highest safety rate. Those things are not discussed. Doctor will implant a device which he prefers to do. What are the reasons why he prefers that? There are so many questions. The percentage of cut he gets, the percentage of safety title for the particular device, the guarantee of the manufacturing company. So there are, as we know, a lot of lacunae in the manufacture, import and sale of medical devices. So friends, kindly try to educate yourself. My 50 videos are simply an introduction to you in the area of medical devices. So take note of these and try to educate yourself and educate your family, educate your friends, educate your students, educate whoever it is possible. Please educate every citizen regarding the use of toxicity and safety on medical devices. This being the last video, I thank you all for following me every Friday from June 2nd of 2021. Thank you very much. Kindly share my video. Write to me about your opinion and comments and send your questions to me. Thank you.